Hello and welcome back. Today is Friday, October 27th. I'm DeWidler. We have a beautiful sports apocalypse in front of us. We have NHL, World Series, NBA, NFL, college football, all wrapped into one big sports weekend. I'm super excited, but I'm going to kick you off right with my three best bets in the NBA tonight, plus my Bulls Raptors same game parlay. I always have a Bulls same game parlay. Bulls fan, even though probably last year and so far this year has not been that great, but hey, we're starting off right here today. Got feeling good about this same game parlay I've cooked up tonight. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. Before we jump into today's plays, I got to recap yesterday's one single play. Yesterday, if you checked out my Twitter, I didn't have enough time to make a video here, but yesterday, if you checked out my Twitter, I took Anthony Davis over points, rebounds. He hit his over of 35.5. He was a monster there. That game was a lot of fun to watch to the end. The Lakers, man, with hardly covering against a Suns team without Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. You got to feel great as a Suns fan. The team looks great this year without your two-star players, and you played a Lakers team that went to the conference finals, and they didn't look that great until LeBron turned it up in the fourth. So that was a great game. Talking about not great teams, the Chicago Bulls. It's a rough time to be a Bulls fan right now. As you can tell in the background and from my bed right here. And if you're joining the channel, you know I like the Bulls, and you come here for my plays. We had a players-only meeting after Game 1. It is brutal to find out that it's not going to be a fun season overall, but we're going to have fun picking these player props as the season go on, and my same game parlays. As you saw, if you were a part of it last year, I hit a few pretty big same game parlays, like 5-leggers that went for plus 2,000. So I do have it here, but today I have a lower one that I love here tonight. Cannot wait to share that with you. But before I jump into my same game parlay, we got to talk about my three best bets in the NBA tonight. For my first best bet in the NBA tonight, gonna be with that Bulls Toronto game here. Hey, I got two plays here tonight for them, and this one I love the most. It's Nikola Vucevic double-double. If you have the FanDuel 100% profit boost, that's what I'm using it on. It's minus 160 currently. Other sports books have this at minus 180, minus 200 for Vooch here, but we got him at plus 130 on FanDuel, and we're getting him double-double. 3 of the last 4 games versus Toronto, he's gotten a double-double. So you got to like that consistency last season. 7 of the last 10 games versus Toronto, he's gotten a double-double. So 70% of the time, he gets a double-double. Last season, out of 82 games, he had 51 double-doubles. So I feel like this is a great spot for Vooch to get his first of the season. He was 1 rebound shy of a double-double in Game 1. And he got one in the preseason. They played 2 games ago in the preseason. It was a very fun game. A lot more of the starters played. He only played 28 minutes. He normally averages around 33 minutes per game. So 5 less minutes, and he still got a double-double. He had a 20 and 10 game. So I do like his points, rebounds here. But I like the double-double here at plus 130 with that FanDuel boost. That's why I'm mostly doing it, with the FanDuel boost. My second best bet in the NBA tonight, going with little Luka Magic over 28.5 points, coming in at minus 115 on FanDuel. Luka versus the Brooklyn Nets is a matchup he absolutely loves. He got that over 2 of the last 2 games, averaging 38.5 points last season. He's gotten this over 7 of the last 10 games he's played, averaging 29.2 points. He's had a 72 pip. He has a 72% hit rate last season on getting this over, so I like this spot here for Luka Doncic here tonight. It's going to be a fun game. When he plays a good amount of minutes, he's still the Mavs offense, even with Kyrie Irving. I like Luka Doncic over 28.5 points here versus the Nets tonight. For my third best bet in the NBA tonight, probably the best matchup of all the games in this beautiful slate today is the Golden State Warriors versus the Sacramento Kings, a rematch of that first round playoff series that went 7 games. I'm going with De'Aaron Fox over 23.5 points, coming in at minus 120 on DraftKings. Golden State Warriors last season gave up the 6th most points to the point guard spot and the 2nd most threes to the point guard spot. So De'Aaron Fox the new Steph Curry athlete against Steph Curry here. I love this matchup. He's gotten this over 8 of the last 10 games versus Golden State, averaging 26.8 points. I love this here. It's in Sacramento. It's going to be an electric game with an electric crowd. I think Fox is going to come out hot versus Steph Curry here. He just became, like I said, the Steph Curry athlete, so it's a little motivation against his boss in this matchup. In game 1 of the season, he had 18 points, 6 for 18 from the field. It's not the best shooting performance from him, and he went 1 from 7 from 3. He just needs to hit a few more shots here to easily get this over. So I like De'Aaron Fox here, over 23.5 points against the Warriors. For my Raptors Bulls same game parlay, it's going to be 3+ legs coming up to plus 225 odds on DraftKings. I'm using my DK Sweat free bet on this, so get a free bet back. So this is a free play, but I love these spots here. 3+ legs, all Chicago Bulls, for them to bounce back after their players only meaning. Let's look into it. Zach LaVine, 25+ points. He's gotten this over 2 of the last 3 games versus Toronto, averaging 28.7 points. Zach LaVine, in the preseason against Toronto, finished the game with 25 points, and he only played 25 minutes in that game. So you got to feel great. In game one earlier yesterday, off of that horrible game, he finished with 16 points, but he only played about 25 minutes in this game. Foul trouble early hurt him. Versus Toronto, he's gotten this over 3 of the last 5, averaging 25.4 points. And then for the over 3s for him, I have him at 2+ threes. He's gotten that 4 of the last 5 versus Toronto. He hits those at a high percent rate. He hit that 70% of the time last season. I like Zach LaVine to get 2+ threes here. So those 2 legs, Zach attack on both of them. He bounces back after a pretty horrible game 1. He was horrible, but hey, I expect him to bounce back here. And now I'm going with Nikola Vucevic, 12+ points. I do love him to get a double-double earlier on, but I love him to get 12+ points here. Versus Toronto, he's gotten this over 4 of the last 4 games, averaging 17.5 points. He had 12+ points in 87% of the games last season. In game 1, he had 11 points, 1 point shy of 12 points. He only had 8 shots from the field. So I love Vooch to get the 12+ points here. We just need Zach to play the whole game and this game to be a little closer and lack of foul trouble, and he just needs to hit 2 threes. I love this same game parlay for plus 225 on DraftKings. Those are my 3 best bets in the NBA tonight, and then my Chicago Bulls same game parlay tonight. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. If you are watching, thank you. It means the world to me if you watch this ahead of time. Let's look to bounce back after Wednesday's video where it didn't do as hot, but here I love these plays tonight, especially the Vucevic play. He balls against Toronto. As always, I hope you guys have a wonderful, spooky, scary weekend. It's going to be a fun one. As always, keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.